Hi everyone, and welcome to Weather News with J7409. Today, of course, is Friday, the 22nd of March, 2019. This is the 12K NAM map from the GFS model run on Tropical Tidbits this morning. Thank you very much, Tropical Tidbits, for letting us use this. Before I go any further, I would like to say I was going to put up a video about some snow that was going to be coming down in this area that I really thought might be a chance of some light snow because the coldness, there's a big high pressure you can see right here coming down, and up in here it's already got temperatures falling all the way around in these areas. So this will be a combination of rain and snow, and just about the time I got ready to do it, yesterday my phone rang. Well, all the way from the first grade through the 12th grade, there was three of us. We were the three amigos. There was Renee, Joanne, and me. Well, about a year and a half ago, Renee died, and the phone call yesterday to me was Joanne had passed away. So if I don't have a video up for a few days, that's why, because I'm going to be going to her funeral, and I have to travel to get there. And yes, don't worry, Brad's mom, Carolyn, my sister-in-law, she'll take me. I'll be safe. But I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, okay? Now, back to the weather. My goodness gracious, we do have this low. What is going on? Let's turn it on, let it run. This coastal storm, folks, it's going to continue to bring rain, interior and higher elevation snows also, and gusty winds to parts of the northeast right on through tomorrow morning. I can't stress enough about the winds. I said that a few days ago. It was going to get windy again, and yes, indeed it is. Now, a couple of rounds of rain and mountain snows should be likely across the western U.S. through this weekend, and showers and thunderstorms are expected to spread eastward across the plains today into tomorrow, and then toward the Mississippi Valley, where all of this river flooding is just continuing, people. It's just a sad, sad situation. Now, as you see, you can see how the snow's moving through. For an example, little places that might get a snow. Let's take Toms River, New Jersey. You might get some snow Monday night and Tuesday morning. Now, your daytime temps are going to be rather warm, probably in the upper 40s to lower 50s, I would say at this point. You do have this chance of snow, probably 30 to 40%, but don't look for any kind of accumulation because you can see all the rain that's going on. Now, the coastal low pressure system that has brought all of this soaking rain to the mid-Atlantic region, it should continue to track northeastward up into New England today. Moderate to locally heavy rainfall is expected across the coastal sections, and temperatures will be cold enough to support accumulating snow well inland across much of the interior northeast, where there are some winter storm warnings that's been issued, especially up around New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, those areas. That's where they have been issued. Now, it's looking like that this storm center, it should begin to move into the Canadian Maritimes by late Saturday as the snow gradually tapers off during the day from the west to the east across New England. However, the size of the storm will maintain gusty northwesterly winds across much of the northeast right on through Saturday night. Meanwhile, we got some moisture from a couple of Pacific systems in the forecast, and they're going to be bringing scattered areas of mountain snow and lower elevation rain across much of the western U.S. through Sunday morning. The first system is forecast to move eastward into the plains by tomorrow. and be re-energized as it interacts with moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico. Widespread showers and thunderstorms can be expected on Saturday across the central and southern plains, and by Sunday morning the rain is expected to spread into the lower and mid-Mississippi Valley, where all of this river flooding has been going on. Meanwhile, an Arctic front, I told you cold weather wasn't over, an Arctic front is forecast to reach the U.S.-Canadian border by early Sunday morning. And this second system that re-energizes is coming from the west. It's not showing it here because the NAM map goes for the next 2.5 to 3 days, okay? You can see the timestamp up there. And this is exactly what should be going on, a good 90 to 95% chance of what should be going on through this time period. But when the second system that energizes coming from the west comes in, it's going to be a pretty big system. And yes, it can, when it meets up, when all of the cold air and the hot air gets together, there could be some severe weather, and there could be some heavy patches of snow along the way before it finally gets across the U.S. and gets off the East Coast. So, with all of that said and done, I'll do my best to keep you informed, my friends, but have patience with me if I miss a day or two or I don't elaborate on this or that. I just have a lot on my mind and a lot that I have to get done. I thank you so much for understanding. You have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day, okay? And I can't stress enough also, if you are in these areas right in here, as for today and tomorrow, the winds are going to pick up. It's going to get very, very windy on the backside of this system. Wherever you are, the winds are going to pick up and gust anywhere from 30, 40, some places 50, maybe 60 miles per hour. This is wind gust. Your sustained winds will be more also. So anywhere, all the way down to North Carolina, all the way up to here, you can see this is a fairly good organized low system with the isobars. The wind's going to start to pick up today at some point on the backside wherever the system's moving through. So please be careful. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thank you so much for watching.